All right, welcome in to downtown Miami's. Where are we, at the Hyatt? Is that right?
Hyatt Regency, I think.
Cam Inman, Kerry Crowley, we're here. Wednesday, 49ers media session just ended. It's nighttime outside. It's like the city that never sleeps, the sports writers that never sleep.
Exactly. I mean, who knows? We're not in South Beach right now, but chances are that'll change.
I hope so. Well, we do have a lot of stories to get to. A late media access like this tonight, we will have stories that we're going to be working on. So we thought we'd share with you some of the things that we're tackling. I'll start first, Kerry. Tonight we were given access to General Manager John Lynch for the first time. John covered a lot of ground. Some interesting points that I'll get into was he reflected on the days he decided to go after the GM position, what it was like to be interviewed by Jed York and the 49ers, actually on a plane to go watch Kyle Shanahan in the Super Bowl with the Atlanta Falcons. We talked about how they built the roster. We talked about a lot of different aspects of being a general manager and possibly a Pro Football Hall of Famer, which John Lynch will find out Saturday. He said it would be a pretty cool weekend. So that's one aspect I'm working on. What are one story that you're working on, Kerry?
Well, not nearly as important or exciting, but definitely for the game it is. Richard Sherman's been one of the most talked about players all week. The former Seahawks corner, current 49ers corner, has clearly got huge fans over there in Kansas City. Tyreek Hill, Sammy Watkins, both showing their reverence for him. But earlier this morning, Frank Clark, the Chiefs defensive end, was talking about how much reverence he has for Joe Staley and what he's accomplished in this sport as a 13-year starter for the 49ers. So talked to offensive line coach John Benton, talked to a number of different guys along the 49ers offensive line about Staley and what he's been able to do to stay such a productive force along the offensive line for so long. And also talked to Jimmy Garoppolo a little bit about Jimmy Ward and the game that they played back when Ward was at Northern Illinois and Garoppolo was at Eastern Illinois, with Ward's Huskies beating Jimmy Garoppolo's Eastern Illinois squad.
Panthers, I believe.
Panthers.
I believe they're the Panthers.
I didn't want to speculate.
No. But one of the cool things about this part of the media week is we are allowed access to everybody on the team, all the players, all the coaches. They sit in a room right next to us, and so you get to pick the brains of some guys you don't normally do. Kyle Shanahan was up here at the podium earlier tonight talking about how Mike McDaniel and Mike LaFleur, his run and pass game coordinators, really help him out a lot, and he's really taken a lot of the responsibilities away from him so he doesn't have to be so besieged by the game plan. So we got to talk to the two Mikes, as you'll say. So we're going to write something about that. I also talked about Jimmy Garoppolo about he wanted to set the record straight on whether he really is the worst text messenger, as George Kittle accused him of. And Jimmy said that he does get back to him. It's just usually a few hours late. To which I followed up and said, well, how many texts do you get a day?
Yeah.
And he just kind of laughed and I said, well, give me an example after you clinched the Super Bowl, how many did you have on your phone? And he's just, it's over 100. Let's just put it humbly at that. So
only 3 digits. That's mildly surprising. I would have 4.
I don't believe him. Yeah. I think it probably, although maybe not a lot of people have his number.
Yeah.
You know?
He's probably got 2 phones. He's probably got 2 phones, one for the close friends and the coaching staff, and then one that he gives out if there's media inquiries, if there's advertising inquiries. I think Jimmy's smart enough to do that.
I think also he has an Instagram account, so he probably does a few direct messages with people that kind of reach out to him as well. And we have stuff that you should follow too. Go on to mercurynews.com to follow our articles. We have a great team here, about 4 guys, a couple of photographers that are bringing you content all week. You can go on social platforms. I'm at Cam Inman on Twitter. On Instagram, go to my 49ers related account. It's called 49ers.cam. I didn't used to have the dot in there. It used to be 49ers Cam, and people looked at it and said 49ers Scam. So I had to put the dot in, right? So I don't want to scam people. And then, Kerry, what are yours?
You can follow me on Twitter at KO_Crowley. And if you're into some San Francisco Giants content, follow me on Instagram, Giants Carry. There's no dot in between the Giants and the Carry because they're not running a scam over there.
They're not running a scam. But maybe we can hang out with Pablo Sandoval now that we're in Miami and he's back in Giants.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so who knows?
Maybe we can scam Pablo into show us around Miami.
I'll be trying to track down Pablo, who's now signed back with the Giants over the next few days, and we'll see if he responds, perhaps to those Instagram direct messages.
Yeah. Don't direct message Kerry. Right? We got too much going on this week. But again, read everything mercurynews.com. We got Dieter, we got Evan, we got Jose's great pictures, we got more coming at you. So thanks for watching.